It's not afternoon yet. Surprised I actually woke up kind of early today. I think I went to bed at like 3 in the morning. I ain't to bed. But anyway, we're talking about well, what are we talking about? Dumb bitches on the internet.
Fortnite freak.
Women on the internet being stupid. It's always fun. They're just dumb. Like they'll say stuff, and then when you listen to them,
I find you lacking.
it's stupid. Nah, there's this woman on there and they'll say stuff like, they'll make fun of guys. They're always making fun of guys. Just leave us alone. Stop fucking talking about us. Oh my god, you have no life.
I enjoy the excess.
I mean, yeah, it's fun to talk about women and that, but like, because you do the dumbest fucking shit. Of course it's fun to talk about, because you do stupid shit. What do you mean? As in, like, stuff that does not make sense in, like, actual natural order in life. Like, you want to complain about men all the damn time. But you just make up shit. That's the problem. They're making up shit. They're making up shit's fucking annoying. Like, that shit's really fucking annoying. Like, I'll be sitting there talking that, and I just found out people at work were talking about me. Because one of the guys at work finally actually, we were talking about, you know, stuff, and I say, yeah, bitches will be bitches, but that's all they do is bitch. They make up shit. They don't know how to shut their fucking mouths. And of course, these aren't the ones that actually do know how to just be like everybody else. Just stop talking. Just talk when you need to be talked to, type stuff, or join in a conversation that you actually know of. No, they like change the conversation. They create a new conversation. And they're like, me. What about me? What about you, bitch? Just shut up. Like, we don't need to listen to you talk. I said, if it's not a neutral conversation, like talking about like movies or, oh yeah, I saw this one movie now, it's a pretty good horror movie now, and then you're like, oh, I'm interested. No, you're just like, what about me? Well, you get all that fucking dick in you. What about you? You already got enough in you. You don't need to have more. Stop. Like, fuck off. Well, anyway. So me and the guys were talking and that, and we're starting to all communicating that about what's going on, you know, at work and that, you know. It's work-related stuff, you know. Not necessarily, like, completely work-related, but just, like, silly stuff, things people do at work, you know. And the stuff that people say about other people that don't make any fucking sense. No path found. How far am I supposed to get there? Okay, so go here. But anyway, so like, we were talking that we were talking about each other, and I said, you know, we need to start talking about how we think about each other or not. And so we did. You know, I talked about me, I talked about, you know, we talked about the other guy, and then we talked about the other guy they were working with. It's like, yeah, we need to be upfront with each other guys. Like, that's the problem with these women. These women are never upfront. They're like, they have to lie. It's not saying the whole all women. No, the women that I deal with, they have to lie. They have to make up shit. And it's the ones that are liars, the ones that are manipulators. You know, this whole all thing it's kind of a stupid scenario. It's like individualism, you know. So we're sitting there talking that, and okay, that leads right there. How the fuck did I get there again? Sorry, I didn't get my mind still waking up. So we were just talking about what we say about each other or not. And we were speaking the truth about each other. And okay, I can't do that. Yeah, I'm still trying to think. So as we were talking, we started to relate to what was going on at work with other people. And so we were sitting there like, oh yeah, this one person, you know, they do such like outrageous fucking shit. It's like stuff that's just extremely fucking tedious. It's like tedious and annoying shit. And they're like little babies. They act like little children. They're like, they get caught with something that they're like, oh, I got caught. I'm like, yeah, you got caught. You do stupid shit. It's like you're doing stupid shit. That's why you're being caught. You know, like stop doing stupid shit. Like you have to think people know what you're doing. We just don't fucking care. You're all, and these people try to act like they're sneaky and shit, like a fucking child, like trying to like taking something and thinking that the parents don't know that you took the fucking candy bar. Yeah, they fucking know. They just don't care. Everyone's like, got away with it. Nah, bitch, it's not about getting away with stuff. You're old. You got these, you know, you got these women that are fucking old, and they think that they're like 13 or 18, 20 now. Man, motherfucker, I don't think that I'm 20. I might look younger, but it's not thinking that I'm younger. No, fuck no. I know I'm not younger. That's stupid. And like, and just like, yeah, look at your brain fucking bad. And you got, you know, it's a drug related thing. You know, people do too many drugs now, their brains don't work. Even smoking too much weed, your brain turns into a fucking child. You're yelling and screaming all the time and that, and you're always fucking mad. Like, dude, shut the fuck up. You're just so mad over fucking nothing. So you show how dumb you are when you fucking talk. That's basically what it is.
You were redundant.
And you'll say stuff that's not fucking true. And this is where rumors get spread. This is why people don't like people. Because you keep your mouth fucking shut. Unless you're speaking actual shit you actually see. Yeah, you modify it a slight bit if you want to. But like when it comes down to it, it's about the actual truth. So this is why other people get fucking mad, and then when you get caught with the bullshit that you fucking say, then you sit there like, oh well, it's like shut the fuck up. My insight, you have no insight. You're an idiot. You're a fucking doper. Act like a fucking child. You still act like you're fucking in high school, like you're popular and people like you. No one ever liked you. No, people don't like you now. We tolerate you. He's like, you don't know how to be part of the team. You know how to be a fucking idiot. So when we're just talking. We're talking about this person that, and we're like, we all have different opinions about what's going on. It's not like the person's a bad person. You can't ever say anybody's bad. But it's not about being bad. It's about being truthful. I always say to everybody, if people say true to what people are actually doing in that, it's cool, you can talk, but when you're fucking making up shit that make people look a specific way because you have an insight of a fucking moron. That's what it is. And this young lady, she's a little bit younger than me. I can call her a young lady. She talks and acts like she knows people. The other one that we were with did the same damn thing. And this shit was really fucking annoying. Because we got her caught lying multiple fucking times about what she said about what people said. I was like, I don't believe anybody unless I talk to the person directly. I don't believe them. Like, if someone doesn't fucking like me, they don't communicate with me. That's fine. Then don't talk to me. I don't need you to fucking talk to me. But if you don't like me and you spread fucking rumors, yeah, bitch, that's how you get punked. That's how you get called out for how fucking dumb you are. You fucking moron. I always talk about Jesus and stuff. Yeah, I hate liars. That's the only thing I hate is liars. Liars are ridiculous. It's a massive fucking sin. That's the sin that creates almost every other sin is lying. Because never admitting to that you do stuff is the biggest fucking waste of time. It is the biggest waste of time. The thing is, we always get people that are like that. They fucking waste time. I want to be a center of attention. Okay, you can be a center of attention without being a dumb fuck. And the thing is, I know people that literally do that their whole entire life. They make up stuff. They might say, like, false truth. Like, they'll say partially truth, but... but it always ends up being... I need to get the fuck over there. It's like you use a little bit of truth, like their fucking name or some bullshit like that, and then you start just like, oh yeah, they were saying this, and they were saying that, and they were saying this. And it's just like, were they actually saying that, or were you just, well, yeah, I know for a fact. No, you don't know for a fact. Because if you ask that same person, guess what fucking happens? They're gonna be like, what the fuck are this bitch talking about? Did you just make up some random ass shit? That's how one of the guys got mad at me at work because he was hearing rumors about me saying I was a shit talker. And I'm like, not a shit talker, you fucking dumb cow. You do stupid shit. I talk about the dumb shit that you do. And it's not a bad thing to talk about what stupid people fucking do. It's called, I can talk however I want to. If it's true, it's fine. If you want to conversate with me, then fucking conversate with me. Don't make up fucking shit and thinking that you have a higher hierarchy than someone that is, well, fucking smarter than you in the first place. You know, it's like you act like a fool because you are a fool. I wonder how the fuck I get in this one. And like, so I'm like sitting there, and then I finally heard it. I'm like, oh, okay. So I confront the person that about it. It's like, hey, you know, it's like, oh, people are saying I was talking shit about you and that. He's like, oh, no, 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 and no, no, you got caught, and now you gotta backpedal that shit and be all nice about it and that. No, you got issues. You got a lot of issues. You're a manipulator. You're a fucking liar. And man, I have to say like this: most people are on drugs are fucking all like that. You're all like that. You're all like that. You all do that shit. You all manipulate. You all do the bullshit. Like, you don't need to act like that. It's like, just speak the fucking truth. All you have to do. Speak the truth. What's so hard about that? Like, is it that difficult? I mean, is it really that fucking hard to like just say, hey, you know, this is what the actual person said that? Do you have to be like, well, they said this, but you know, I think they were meaning this. No, see, that's your problem is you're thinking that they mean something else. No, see, that's where you have to stop right there. They just said it or they fucking didn't say it. I mean, it's that fucking simple. It's just how it always is. Did you really actually say it? And the person's like, oh yeah, you know, I said it, you know, about how she said she was assuming that it was something else. Well, yeah, I said that's what people fucking do. You fucking assume. I don't even know how you can get that damn thing. I'll go back to here. So that's what we were basically talking about now. I was like, yeah, I just want to know the truth about what people think about me, man. I've been working here for like 5 months now, so I'm just curious. I've been working with 2 people that are fucking utter fucking manipulators. One of them left, and I still got to deal with the other one. And everybody's talking about this one. Everybody's talking about it. Like, she's obnoxious. She she yells all the time. She's constantly like paranoid. She's freaking the fuck. Yeah, because you're fucking tweaking, and everybody knows that you're tweaking. It's gonna be like, stop tweaking, stop freaking out. Like literally, I don't know what to do about it. You don't do nothing. You live with your family. You make easy ass money because you don't even fucking want to. Potentially, you work off and on. You always, you're always willing to be a good worker when you get caught with the shit that you don't fucking do. You're like, oh, no, I'll help you. I get it. I get it right now. You're a no-lifer. And that's a big-ass gun. That's all it is. You're a no-lifer. That's what no-lifers do. They don't do nothing. They go to parties. They get all fucked up on drugs. And they sit there all day and pretend that they're fucking 10, 15 years younger because they never want to fucking grow up. And that's what you do. You never want to grow up. And you're always about yourself. You can be about yourself, yeah, but you don't have to be ignorant about yourself. You do the whole me thing. Yeah, you're a feminist woman. No man likes you. And the minute you are with, you treat like complete fucking garbage shit. And then you complain about it. Like, how about you just tell the fucking truth? It's not hard to tell the truth. Just tell the truth.
Bring it! I dare you!
And that's what it is. I say, if you can speak the truth about someone, speak it. But see, you don't speak the truth, you get other people fucking mad at you. And you get other people that are fucking mad at what you said. And then other people get mad at that person you're talking stuff about. So, like, the time that the one guy said I was talking shit, because someone was talking crap about me, which is lies. You were saying stuff that wasn't 100% true. And you're sitting there, made up stuff. Yeah, that's what we call actual shit talking. When you make up stuff that's not fucking true. Okay. It's not fucking true. Like what the actual person does. No, you're trying to do the whole philosophy thing to get into their life and that you think that you know, but this and that. Like, if you really knew who I was, you wouldn't be sitting there talking any kind of crap. You wouldn't be saying lies. And this happens at every job on that. It's always the same shit. It's always the fucking bitch emotional women or emotional men. If you don't like me, good. Go fuck off. You don't need to talk to me. Don't talk about me. You don't need to say shit. Just don't say nothing. Because what I have to say is, everybody agrees with me. I try to be as vigilant as possible to talk about actual things. Okay? It's just that simple. When it comes down to it. There's the problem we gotta deal with a bunch of stupid fucks. They're just dumb. They want to be a center of attention.
The universe wants me to have this, I can tell.
And that's fine if you want to be a center of attention. Not at fucking 30s. There's some days I don't talk to anyone at work. I just sit there and do my job for the first 4 or 5 hours. I'm very silent. And I listen. And all I hear is this chick. All day long, like 24 fucking 7. And it's just random stuff. It's not anything that's remotely like. And the thing is, like, I'll hear her talk about other people. Okay, that's cool. So here, talk about people at work and that. Like, okay, so you know, you do the same thing I do, and I can see kind of what's going on. I can definitely see that it's true because I see it myself. But when this person does it, you're all like, you're sitting there getting loud with people now, and then you're rubbing off on other people to do the same thing too. I said, you do not need to get loud. Because your fucking feces is like emotions. And fuck your damn emotions at your damn job. I don't need to know your damn emotional psyche and all this horoscope bullshit. I don't care. I always tell women, if I'm not your motherfucking boyfriend, do not talk about your damn emotions all the damn time with me. I don't need to be your damn therapist. I'm not your damn therapist. Stop talking. If it ain't anything that's interesting, just don't fucking talk about it. If you want to talk about something and that, okay, cool. Like, the reason why people talk about their emotions, talk about what's going on in their life and that, to a certain extent, is because you're trying to get to know people. Fine. But when you're overly emotionalizing shit, it's literally like, dude, I'm not a therapist. No one should be your damn therapy. No one should be your damn babysitter. Especially at work. Like, it just means the lack of intelligence is fucking there, and you don't know how to respond to people. Learn. This woman's the same way the other one was the one that left. Good-hearted, not a bad person, but they're fucking lost. They're so lost. I'm sitting looking like, dude, I'm like, woman, you're my age, and I get it. It doesn't matter how old you are. It matters how disciplined you are. But my God, like, really? It's like, you're you're partying and you're trying to just do all this stuff and that. And I made fun like, dude, you're 34 years old almost, and you're trying to go to raids and big ass concert parties and that. I'm like, that is the lowest of lowest for a woman to do, to act like they're fucking still 21, 22 years old. It's like, you don't want to get rid of your fucking 20s. I'm like, I'm almost 36. I'll do any of that stupid shit. Never did it anyway. Because it's a waste of fucking time. It's a waste of damn money, first of all. That's what men think about. It's a waste of money. These women don't. I hear it all the time on TikTok and shit. Women in their 30s, all they do, if they're not single and they don't have kids before they're 30, all they do is party, 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 party. And sit there and, like, try to hang out with a bunch of younger men and that, and try to get dick and shit, and they party, 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 and then they waste their whole fucking damn life. They're like, oh my God, my life, I wasted 10 years, all I did was get high all day, and I'm all fucked up in my head, and I'm like, yeah, because you party, 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 party. No shit, you stupid fuck, because you're party too damn much. Sit back, play some video games. Sit back. Enjoy your life. If you want to talk about people, that's cool. But, like, I learned this, from listening to my dad. My dad was like that. You never, like, you talking that, but he would never actually, like, tell the actual full truth. He kind of make up his own reasoning why people did things. So I kind of grew up with this shit. And I think about that when people try to say, okay, well, I'll speak the truth, but really, I think they're doing this. No, you don't think about what they're doing. You only go with what they're actually doing, not to think what they're doing, what they're actually doing. That's the problem right there. And when people are worried about everybody else's life too much, you lose sight about what you're doing. Like, us as humans, and that we're gonna be talking about each other. What we do wrong, what we do fun, what we do stupid, what we do right. That's just how it is. Well, why? Like, tell you the reason why I'm talking about it, because all of us are getting tired of this person. And it's been multiple people. It's been the whole entire fucking crew. And this is why I talk about it, because we're all saying the same thing. When I say you got more one person talking about it, then it has to be true. Well, it's true. And, like, it's not to say we want anything bad to happen to this person. No, it has nothing to do with that. We don't want anything bad to happen to anyone. But when you're doing ignorant shit towards people, and you're getting mad out of nowhere because you have an unstable mind, that's cool that you want to work. That's cool you want to make money in that. But when you're that unstable because you do all those drugs or whatever the fuck it is that you're doing, yeah, that's where the problems come in. Get off the fucking tweaking drugs. Take a lower dosage of them. I don't care. Try to minimize it as much as you can. Because I have no idea how the fuck people live off this shit. I mean, from the biblical aspect of it, well, the actual truth, people dwell in demons so much and they transform into a demon themselves where they manipulate humans. They don't care about humanity. They don't care about people. That's how you see all these women like, I don't care if I cheat on a man if he doesn't give you all that stuff. And yeah, that's because you're a succubus, bitch. You're a demon. When your spirit gets so much negativity into it and you hate something so fucking much, you hate men so much, you know, and actually hate, you loathe them, you tend to use them. That's what feminism's all about. It's all about the hatred of man. It's been like that since the beginning. No, they say stuff and I'm like, no, you're fucking stupid. You look up the origination of feminism is the equal rights bullshit thing. It's the hatred of man. I call it, it's a low key of Satanism. You're hating man because you want to hate God. Okay, hate God. I don't give a shit. Hate God. Say God doesn't exist. Say Jesus Christ is the Lord and Savior. There's enough proof and shit about that. I mean, I was like, here's what it is. Jesus Christ's name means more than anything else. Why? Because that name ripples. Demons know who Jesus Christ is. That's why they sit there and get fucking frustrated when you say his name. And people that have demons in them, which a lot of people do, it shows. That's what I was doing yesterday. I was talking about it. I mean, the one guy was talking about, Jesus. And I said, well, Jesus, he's real. There's so too much document proof about him being real. Because it says in the Bible that he was here on earth in spirit watching Lucifer fall. He literally was explaining it in detail to his disciples. He's like, yeah, I was there. I saw Lucifer fall. He crashed like lightning, smoldering the earth. He was like, he was on fire, basically. Why would Jesus tell his disciples he was there when Lucifer fell if he wasn't fucking there? Exactly the fucking point. But people still say, well, I don't believe in that. It's like, but that's the actual truth. That doesn't make sense why you don't want to believe it. It's the actual truth. So we were talking about that, and the guy I was talking to, and he has his he's like, I have my own way of doing it. I'm like, you have your own way of thinking about it, but what is true is true. That's the whole point about truth. People lie about the truth all the damn time. They want to make it their own way because they want. I said, when people are not trying to do what God and God's will is, and it's to do what makes you the happiest. You know what? And sometimes when people talk about it, that they're like, well, drugs make me happy in that, but that's not what the fulfillment of God's will is. It's not the drugs. That's your will. You want to do that personally.
Never gets old.
Oh, that glow of yours! Do you mind?
Did you need those?
And I always say that's what a lot of people tend to do. They tend to do their own will. And it's fine, you know, you do whatever the fuck you want to do. You have free will to do whatever you want to do. That's why it's called free will. But there's limitations of your will. Because you have to follow something. There's always something that you're following. And that's what a lot of people tend to do. They think that you should party and rave and all that shit and that. And be drunk all the time, be hammered all the time. I mean, you know what it says in the Bible? All that stuff that you're doing is extremely fucking unhealthy for you. It's bad for you.
With that crazy.
See, that's the thing is, like we have a Muslim person that I talk to, and that, you know, he works with us, and I'm just like, he hasn't read most of the Quran, and that they never want to read the full thing. Like, of course you don't want to, because the full thing is talk about killing infidels and all that shit, and that's like, oh, you know, and this is what this is the thing that I actually personally fucking know. As soon as he said, oh, you know, I believe our God is about peace and love, and I'm like, yeah, you got that right. The God is about peace and love.
What color am I? Name it!
And the one thing he said, you know, our God doesn't like that when we change religion. I'm just like, okay. And he said, we don't believe that, you know, Jesus Christ was the Son of God. And I'm just like, there you go. Right there. So you don't believe the truth. Like, well, my faith doesn't, yeah, exactly. It doesn't matter about that. You don't believe the truth. And that's what it is. It's all about the fucking truth. It becomes really funny then. You start looking at it from that perspective. It's the truth. Because when I pray to my Lord Jesus, my life changes. Demons lay at rest. And people pray to Allah or Buddha and all that shit, demons don't lay to rest. Allah does being God. Well, the Hebrew sense, it's actually double. It's actually Satan. When you go back to the very, like, tether of languages and that, it's just sad that, like, Muslim people don't actually know who they're even talking to. They say they praise Muhammad. You praise a fucking mortal. A mortal that killed and slaughtered thousands of people. He's a warlord. And there's been a lot of them out there. Genghis Khan was one of them. They're saying, oh, Genghis Khan was good. No, Genghis Khan was a terrible person. You know who didn't start wars? You know who didn't kill one damn thing? He got sacrificed. Jesus did. Jesus didn't kill nobody. He healed people. This is what I'm talking about. When people say stuff, they have no idea what the fuck they're talking about. You have no idea. You just want to believe in it because you're demand to. See, God doesn't want us to believe in it because we're demand to. He wants to believe in us because He knows that we are love. We were made with love. Believe in me for that I am love. Believe in me for that I am here for you. It's always about us. It's never about the person. People like other religions say, believe in me because I am, you know, right. No, believe in me because I am love. I love you. I care about you. No other religion does the whole free will thing. It's either either believe in me or fucking die type shit. They throw that demanding thing. God, the actual real living God, never ever stated that. He never did. He never wanted us to sit there like, hey, I demand you to fucking love me or you're gonna die. He actually never stated that. He never did say that in the Bible ever, fucking ever. He gave us choices in that. When people say, oh, like, oh, with Abraham and that, you know, he told him to kill his only son and all that shit and that.
There's no next time
And then
for
we actually
you.
read it on with the actual verses. And he told him not to. And he told him, he's like, I want to see how faithful you will be. That you would kill your own son for
I'm
me.
too good.
He said, that's not love, it's a faithful thing. That is love. That's a faithful thing.
If you hadn't done it,
Are you willing to do something that dramatically?
Cross on over.
That's what it is. Because the thing is, if Abraham actually killed his son, that would go against God's morals. Because God, you know, is not a murderer. He's a justifier. He justifies people. He justices people accordingly. When we see when people do stupid shit, a lot of times people do dumb shit is because more or less likely they're not disciplined. And when they do get disciplined, they get humbled. That's when we see people in their life, they're running around with their fucking head cut off. They're never happy. And I always say happiness has always been a choice. You choose to be happy. Like, I choose to talk about things. I choose to talk about as much truth as I can about certain things that happen in my life. Certain things that everybody else wants to chit chat with me about. And I tell people, I don't mind talking to people. And then I hear, oh, I'm really happy that you confront people and that and tell them the actual truth about things. I'm like, yeah, because we're supposed to. People get mad about it. Yeah, I have a conversation with you. I don't need to be mean and fucking mad. Like, oh, you're talking. Nah. It's just, I asked a question. Like with the one lady that I asked her a question. I asked her, no, people are saying that I'm talking shit about you. And she instantly knew that I found out that she was talking crap. Talking stuff that wasn't honestly true. And then I relayed to the one person that was actually that evidently she was talking to. And that person got mad at me. So the proof's in the pudding. It's very easy to tell that someone might be saying something that's not true. Because people retaliate with it. And then other people retaliate. That's how demons work. Demons work together to retaliate. Because that's what happened that day. Everybody was getting mad at me, and some people were looking at it like, what the, like, where's this coming from? And I'm like, if you say demons don't exist, that is literally demons right there. They all want to gather up against someone that's faithful because they want to tear that person down. But what demons don't know is that they can't conquer shit. You have no damn power. You never did have power. And then when the actual truth came out, they sat there and couldn't say nothing. And the truth was that Jesus is our Savior. He's the only one that can conquer. He's the only one. Because he's the Son of God. He's the Word of God. And the Word of God itself is the most powerfulest thing, period, in our world. And the thing is, you start seeing things change. And the signs are right there. Look at it. Think about this wonder.
Terrible. You're terrible.
One of the ladies at work and I got a book about Jesus. She just showed it me today. It says more than just a carpenter. It's basically these two guys wrote, from the Gospels and that, and they're talking about Jesus and that, and talking about he's basically the Son of God. They make books about that, whatever. People want to make money off Jesus, whatever. The thing is, they're gonna be speaking the somewhat of the truth about it.
I wasn't worried.
Well, I say somewhat of the truth because it's their own perspective about what the gospel means to them, basically. A lot of people do that shit. So it was a telltale sign that Jesus has always been there. Out of nowhere, the person that I'm talking about, that she's got issues in that she does, whatever like drugs that she does doing that, I don't know what it is, but something's going on. I can just tell that she has some sort of addiction to something. And then some guy comes around and gives her a book saying like, hey, read this book and that, it's about Christ and that, and it can change your life. And the truth is, it can change your life because it changed my life. Jesus is real. It's a real concept. It's a real person. He got rid of demons. Demons bowed before him. Demons know who God is. The fallen angels know who God is. When you see them bow before someone, and it talked about a lot in the Old and the New Testament, that it talked about it so much. His disciples explained him taking rid of demons. They actually explained how they talked to him. They knew he was God because they know the Trinity. They know the truth about God. If you want to learn about God, demons know God. The fallen angels know God. The Nephilims know God. They felt his wrath. So if you ever do anything, I say you're stupid enough to do seances and that, ask them. If you want to be that brave enough and dumb enough to ask them, ask them. When you speak the name Jesus Christ, Lord Jesus Christ, ask him. Like, hey, it's like who? It's like, who is God? They may not answer completely. Say, who has authority over you? And did that authority walk on this world and flesh? They would be silent with it. They wouldn't even give you a yes or no. They can't. Because the whole point of the demons is to not make you know that Jesus exists. To not make you know that God exists. God is Jesus. Jesus is God. They're in three bodies. It's always been like that since the beginning of time. since forever. These demons that people constantly talk to and they constantly relate with, they all know. That's why they don't want you to know. Just like how our government doesn't want us to know certain things. The demons are the same thing. They don't want you to know God exists because God has authority. Once you know He exists, they can't do nothing. They have to obey. They have to obey. They instantly have to obey. Even Lucifer himself has to obey. Because he knows. It's stated in the Bible multiple times. It's like Lucifer could not defeat God. He knows he can't. He just can't. There's no way. You can't. He's a creator. He created Lucifer. He created all the angels. He created everything. You can't destroy something that has that capability of creation. And that's what Lucifer was trying to do the whole entire time. He tried, and he found out that he couldn't. But just like Jesus said, it was written. And the demons were like, the angels were like, well, I don't want to go into this and that. I'm scared of that. And he gave them mercy. He said, no, it's like, do this for me and that. And then he did it. He said, a time will come where everything will be judged. So you have the free will to do what you want to do.
Dead.
The people that are faithful will be faithful and be righteous. The demons will not. The demons cannot dwell where righteousness is. And so you see that some people are just really fucking happy. People that are happy always get torn down by people that are not happy. You're like, why are you so happy in that? It's like, what the fuck? Why am I so happy in that? Like, I don't want to be happy. That's pretty fun. Good job for that one guy. Because people believe happiness is not a choice. It's absolutely a choice. It's always been a choice. That's the one thing people say about God. They're like, I want God to do all these things for me and make all these decisions. No, it's a choice to do it. God gives you blessings, but you have to make the choices still. You guys have been in and out, puppy butts. Go get them. Fuzzy little turds. But that's what it comes down to. It's all coming down to choice. We choose to live life. Some people are really happy in that. Like, I'm really happy in that. And I don't have a lot of fucking damn money in that. I'm happy with what I have. I mean, do I save up money? Of course I do, but like I don't care about it. I have it just to have it. So like going back to that person at work and that, or we're talking about that, it's like people can tell when there's a problem. People that are, have a healthy vibe, they can tell what's unhealthy. And sometimes when people have an unhealthy vibe, they can tell when someone has a good vibe and they attack it or they try to mimic it. That negative vibe that most people tend to give off, that vibe is an unclean spirit.
Your death is imminent.
And when you have unclean spirits, you don't do the will of God. Because you can't. Because it's unclean.
As freaking if.
That's why we pray. That's why we talk.
Not darling.
Like, some people talk about certain things and that. Like, one of the guys that worked at was saying, you know, we were just talking in general, not. He asked me, because it's like man talk. You know, asked me, you know, if I could take him in a fight. And I said, well, I bench over 300 pounds and that, you know, I'm a rather strong dude, so I mean. Well, he's like, well, yeah, but you actually know how to fight now. Yeah, I'm an older man, of course I know how to fight. Most older men know how to fight. If you lift enough weights, you're going to train in other things. And I told him, like, yeah, I train in like, boxing and shit for a long-ass fucking time. And martial arts, and I try to explain to people who saw my talent when I was up at a gym that they had, like, a martial arts section of it. And people were watching me, like, box and punch and all that shit and that, and, like, people were understanding that I had been trained before. More or less self-training. And I'm like, yeah. And like, and I told him, like, someone that's a really violent person, they're going to be the nicest people because they already know they could be violent. They don't need to be violent. Like, people that are not violent people, like, for some reason they have to show their manhood somehow.
Son of a about to get exploded! Damn!
And that's why they do the things they do. They think it's a show off. And there's nothing wrong with understanding things. I get it, people to do stupid shit. When I was younger, and I always did that show off, oh, I'm stronger than you type shit, and blah blah blah.
So one's a fact. 10 makes you a crazy pangolin. A little at a time. You even know what you want?
Oh my god, look at him fly. That's the main boss. He fucking flew around the thing.
Ready to fight down hard!
Oh, he died. Oh yeah. Oh, I didn't even know about this one. That's funny.
Feel pretty now, huh?
Bounce 5 times. These things are actually really fucking good. Fully loaded. But yeah, so he's like talking about that stuff, and I was having a generalized conversation about it. I'm like, Like, yeah, it's like, and I told him, like, I could take everybody here because I'm just stronger than everybody. You know, not stronger than everybody in certain things, and that, like, I could say that people probably squat more than me and that, because people tend to squat more than me in general. I mean, is it getting stronger? Yeah, I'm getting stronger in that department, that, but, like, full on, like, physical brute strength, yeah, I'm stronger than most people. You know, that's just how it is. And it's kind of nice to know that people sit there and they, like, you know, they ask questions like that, because, you know, I know I'm an older guy, that, you know, it's like, the older you get, the more wise you get. And then you start talking about our past and that, and start talking about, like, all the little stuff we get into now. Like, yeah, you know, I get into stuff with that, you know.
Give me a quick sniff! I'm dying! You're making a big deal! Let it down hard! I will sing at the moons for you! Somebody call for me!
Thumbs up, I said hey.
Right hand. Grenade.
To the grave.
Who had Lex in the dying pool?
Lava gore.
Oh, sorry, Lex. I thought that was you. I'm gonna get posted up. Everybody loves grenades.
But yeah, as we're talking about all that stuff and that, let's just try and change the conversation. And then we have our service people, like, getting upset with this person, this lady. And I'm just like, well, we gotta deal with it. Zooming in requires a lock on the target. Overtime and firing with zoom. Shoots the entire magazine. That's kind of cool. The fire. I'm not really a big fire person. It says it only does 2,000 DPS. How it does? Doesn't make sense. Why would this gun be amazing?
Getting low.
To the grave.
It has a lock on. And when I Basically, when I zoom in, it locks on to people and automatically hits them. Maybe I have to be close enough.
Easy greasy, crudium squeezy.
Hey, good looking.
Do you mind?
Another ceasing.
Shit, that was the best
It
shot
does,
I
like,
ever had.
twirl them.
You ready to die? You like a
Get real mad.
Now I can see you, right?
Scales, meat, entrails. I was saving them for later.
Found an invasive species.
You're all on prey.
That's pretty cool. This gun works pretty good, actually. Well, I've been wanting to find a good pistol. This is a really good pistol because it fucking shoot.
You made it.
And since I got all that damn pistol damage, this gun is dealing like a enormous lot more damage. Nice. That was fun. I didn't know that was even there until I just walked into it. Hmm. What the fuck is this? But yeah, so yeah, that's basically what's happening. Is people are getting upset with certain things that are happening at work, and I'm trying to like figure out how to deal with it. I just tell them flat out like, I just don't pay attention to it too much. Not just kind of just like ignore it. I said the best thing to do is ignore it, or just flat out just say like, hey, don't talk to me like that because it's fucking ignorant, and watch them get all butt hurt. That's what people do that are very loud yellers. And either they swing into it more, or they back down because they don't want anyone to fucking like
Yeah, just tuned up my legs.
be like, oh my god, you think that about me? Well, yeah. I don't want you to think bad stuff about me. And be like, okay, well, then don't do bad things, you moron. That's how it works. You just gotta speak the truth about what people are doing. That's it. It's not like you can't talk about people. You have to talk about what they actually do.
Making moves on him.
Good night forever.
That's how it always goes. I always say you can't get to know people unless you talk about them, you know.
Ventilation is the essence of beauty. I resent limitations.
I don't know what damage is fucking good times.
Just a minute.
I got 5 or 6,000.
Let us see the second cataclysm.
But yeah, it's just. I might actually go back to bed for a little bit.
About to baptize these insects.
Oh, I didn't even have her ass.
Forgive me. I've stumbled.
The fuck's all that? I don't know. Is it a big ass platform of shit? Mm.
More.
Mm. Oh. Mm. Let's go back to Big Booby Moxie. Big old jiggle tits. But anyway, enough about all that stuff. We have a new trainee that came in. She's actually pretty fucking hot. Like, she gives off really good vibes. She's a very attractive looking. We kind of were mentioning that and talking about it, and then, like, she used to work for the company before.
This world's fallen to pieces.
I guess, like most people do, they end up quitting that because of, the same fucking issues that we're dealing with right now. Just people that are just, fucking assholes and that, and they gotta deal with all the bullshit and that, and jealousy and that. That's why I don't like working with women. If women aren't mature enough to fucking work with, they do so much dramatics, and they get so fucking jealous over really stupid shit. Even jealous men, I can't stand a jealous man that just sits there and like always thinking all this stuff and that. Like, I get it, shit happens at work, but I'm not here to make friends and that. Like, I'll socialize with people, and I will never hang out with people outside of work. I said because my main purpose at work is to get the job done to the fullest that I can do.
The Ripper Queen is dead, which, as far as I'm concerned, makes me the new Ripper Queen!
And get paid. Cause luckily most of the people that are at my job are younger than me, so I don't really want to hang out with them anyway. Cause
Vault Hunter, I have a vile creature
they're
for you
just
to deal
younger.
with. Shouldn't be too difficult. Just be sure to hold your nose.
So it feels, like, oh, they're all drinking and shit and being stupid. And like, I've kind of been there, done that shit. I've been to a little bit of parties and that, but like, I really don't care. It's like, I have fun in my own way. I don't need to sit there and do that shit anymore because it's just like, eh.
This
Oh,
week, huh?
But some people, damn. You eventually have to grow up. I don't believe in the partying thing when you're younger now. I think being youthful, you can have a little bit of fun, be a little bit stupid.
Okay. Seek me not.
I think euphemism is when you actually are willing to, work fucking hard, get a lot of hours in, stuff like that. Because you can always have fun. Like I said, I'm always having fun. I'm always doing shit. Because I don't do a whole lot anyway. When I get home from work and that, or even before work and after work, I do the same thing I always do. Like, I'll go on YouTube and that. I'll watch, my YouTube guys that movie review people and stuff like that. There's a shit ton of them out there, but I watch the old ones and some of the new ones not. Like, I watch Cinema Snob. I watch some Cinemassacre and that. At least when he does his AVGN, I always watch his AVGN because I love his AVGNs. His newest one, the Halloween one's actually pretty good this year. But his older ones were like, you could tell his older ones were legitimate. Like based upon what he actually, I mean, he still does all the directing and all the stuff from that himself. But he'll have people like help him out with certain things. Like he'll have people like play the games for him and that and all the stuff and that because if he can't play the game, he'll have someone else play the game for him. I'm like, that's kinda cool, Like before that ABGA, he would have him and Mike would play the games together. And like they would talk about it, and sometimes he'll do it by himself. And people have theories about it, and that Mike was the actual angry person then, and like James Ralph wasn't really a gamer now. Like, of course he was a gamer now. He talks about it all the damn time. So yeah, me and Mike used to play Nintendo all the time together and played all these games together and I never understand why people say things that don't actually like mean what the actual person states. Like they just kind of like fib about it. And these are kind of like really, I would guess, popular people that they make really funny videos. That they're very like orientated, especially in the video games. That video games have always been a big thing for a lot of people. Moxie. It's just like Moxie. Moxie's a massive iconic character. It's like you play Borderlands 1, once you reach Moxie, that is just so unique.
easy. A little at a time.
All are destined for the dust.
Yeah, it's like Scooter always talks about his mom and that having big boobs and shit like that. It's always so unique.
Another one down.
Cause I remember like the first the second quest that you fight or that you do in the first one. Or not the second quest, it's like one of the third or fourth quests or something like that. You know, like
Okay, thanks, bye.
Scooter talks about how busty his mom is and that. You know that sucks with this gun is that it doesn't aim for the pieces. Yes, it kind of does. Oh my god, these dudes are so fucking annoying. No, it's all these fucking flyer fuckers, because they have like 6 fucking, they have 6 crystals on them that you have to fucking shoot, and they're in the stupidest fucking spot. Thank you. Fuck you, dude. Well, other ones only have like 3, maybe 4. Them fuckers have like 6 or 7 or something like that. And this gun has an auto thing on it. I thought it'd be to lock onto it, but just hits their bodies unless I like aim directly at it. The lock on only hits the main body or something like that. Okay. Oh man. But yeah, the iconic boxing, that if you never played Borderlands fucking 1, I suggest you play it. Yes, the graphics aren't gonna be as good. The gameplay is probably a little more sloppy, but the story of it's really good. It's made back in like 2009. These are people want to say the second one's better than the first one. I disagree. The second one is actually it's really good because of Handsome Jack, but the first one is iconic as fuck. I guess there's a range to it. Yeah, there's a range to it. Yeah, I think they did update it though. They
I'm
gave it a
unstoppable.
better graphic overhaul. The newest one, the newest of the first. The only thing I like about the first and that I have to say the guns are really fucking even like they are on this one. The second one and the third one, the guns weren't that even. Like you couldn't play on Mayhem fucking 10. It'd be nearly impossible. The life is too high. You be shooting people fucking forever with your guns, unless you got even with all the best fucking shit, like the best percentages of damage increasement and stuff like that. Yeah, if your badass rank was level like 10,000, then yeah, but that's one thing I have to say about this. I can select. Specialization is the best because I can actually select what I fucking want to do. I can put all 57 points into my gun, which would be 37 more points. And I probably have probably like 25 or something percent more gun damage. Probably like 25 or something like that. Is it worth it? Not really, because there's a lot of gun damage I get anyway. Like, I like that I can pick and choose what I want to do. And the more points I get, the better off I am. The best ones I always get, I always say, is the 50%. Or it damage 50% of your gun damage. Active skill 50% of your gun damage. I think this melee skill gives you. Right, 50% of your gun damage. For melee and shit. Them are probably like the best ones, especially the ordnance damage, because unfortunately you use a lot of ordnance damage stuff. But everyone has their like little perks with that. Like everyone has ordnance damage, everyone has this pure gun damage and shit. What the fuck? And you just appear out of fucking nowhere. Love that shit. That was a good amount of experience. But yeah, like I remember, I think it was my junior year in high school. The first angry video game nerd I watched was, I think it was season 2. I didn't watch season 1 because I didn't know like
Success, Terrapins!
I wasn't big on YouTube and that. My one friend kind of got me into it. He's like, yeah, my one friend says he watched this guy called Angry Video Game Nerd, Angry Nintendo Nerd. I'm like, okay, what is that? And I watched the shit, like, dude, this shit's fucking funny now. It's like, I relate to how, like, so yeah, I can relate playing games and getting upset and shit. Like, that's kind of cool that, like, and he came out with, like, I think it was, like, every week he came out with an episode. Or something like that. Or every other week. I think he did, well, it was 3 episodes a month or something like that he did. Like, that's kind of cool. And so I start watching him. I watch the shit out of him. I love watching shit. And now he doesn't even come out with that much of them, because he's doing other things. Like, he does the Monster Madness, and he did the movie review stuff and that, which is kind of cool in that. Now he has a YouTube channel called Rex Viper, and he does, like, band stuff and that. And that's why people were saying he's not, like, a massive gamer, like, Mike games all the damn time. He has this whole, like, Twitch channel and that. He's always gaming and that. He has a really hot-ass redhead girlfriend. But yeah, there's always types of...
You're about to be digitally altered.
Insubordinate. Is a unit of offense.
Deactivated.
Yeah, I always wanted to be more into video games than I have been in the last, like, 10 years. I'm in the video games, but, like, I used to be super into video games. Like a big old Lord of the Rings fan and shit. Kinda got out of that stuff. Dude, I used to watch Lord of the Rings, the first one and the second one, so much when I was younger. I had that shit on, I had the disc of it. I watched Two Towers a shit ton. I used to watch it when I was sleeping. That. I don't know what it was, man. I really like the fancy stuff and that.
Embrace the darkness.
But being like a little kid and just being like, I don't know what it is. I like being at work. I like working. I like being part of society and that. Like, it's fun. Some people are shut-ins, which I understand. It's safer to be a shut-in to a certain extent because being out in the world and that is kind of can be dangerous, but not really. Like being out in the public and that. Like, I go to the gym. I went to the gym the other day and that. I worked out. Saw this really fucking amazing looking girl. My God, she was tremendously fucking attractive. And the thing is, she wasn't wearing like. She was kind of wearing those butt pants and that, but they weren't like up in her fucking asshole. You guys tell that she had a nice round, fat butt and that. And she was really skinny and that. But like, I was working out next to her and that. And I noticed that it was really hard not to look at her because she was extremely fucking attractive. She had a very good, like, tit ass ratio. Really pretty face. She was skinny in that. So I was sitting there doing back. And I was like, she was doing her lat pull down, all this stuff and that. And we were kind of like semi checking each other out here and there. At least that's what I was doing. I don't know. Every once in a while, like I would look at her body and that, and be like, oh, wow, she's really attractive. And I'm just sitting there like, it's really annoying to go to the gym when you see a girl that's just full blown, like, my God, she's just tremendously fucking hot. And it's not to say the bitches that show off all their skin and that they do the whole sports bar thing and their stomach's always showing and that. No, this girl was wearing a normal, like, she was wearing a light shirt. Her shirt was kind of thin in that. But, like, it was long enough to where she didn't show her belly off too much. But, it's a woman. That's just what these women do. They want to look cute. They want to look cute in the gym and that. They don't come in looking like pigs and shit. Guys don't like seeing that shit. You know. they're very when people are out in the public and that people are very self-conscious about themselves. You know, like at the gym and that, if I smell like shit, I smell like fucking shit, and I smell like sweat and that. You know,
You gotta start
some people might freak out about that crap. Like, oh my god, I stink. I mean, aren't you supposed to fucking stink at the gym? I think it smell like sunshines and fucking rainbows. I mean, no, you're not supposed to smell like fucking ass. Like you just fucking dominate the fucking toilet. But yeah. So I went there. I worked out my whole body and that. I was exhausted. I went up to the steakhouse I didn't go to for a little bit. There's like the same people fucking work there for years. You know, they make good money now because it's always a busy place.
Updating location parameters.
There's legendary. Oh, that's the same I got. It's just a better version of it. When I use it, it gives me 40 increased speed for 8 seconds. That's kind of cool. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing a little bit of talking now, but I'm probably gonna go back to bed. I really need to get some more food in me. Oh, I hate being tired like this because I know if I have to sleep, I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna have to eat me some protein and shit so I can be able to fall asleep with it. But yeah. Oh. Let's see. I think I was watching some YouTube and some stupid fucking people doing the same dumb shit. Oh yeah, comment on what women say.
At some point, if you want kids, do not worry, do not rush it. You will have time.
Do not worry, do not rush it. When you hit geriatric pregnancy at 35.
My mom had a sister when she was 39 without any help. So yeah.
That is not, but that is such bad advice to take.
Well, my aunt, Charlotte had a kid when she was 45. Yeah, he had no complications.
You realize how stupid you sound? Yeah, and I was the Queen of England in my past life.
I have many girlfriends that have kids and they're so grateful that they have their kids. But do they wish that they could book a Pilates class whenever they want, or go for a walk, or go out to dinner, or go for drinks whenever they want without having to book a babysitter? Yes. And I'm sorry, I didn't do my pony step given here without a little line like me having nightmares. Yeah, there's a.
Damn, so this woman's saying that I'm a selfish bitch and I don't want to be a mother. Don't be a mother then. There was just one lady I worked with in that. She had like 5 kids. And know what she told me? She said, I love having children. It's like, I love having them around me. Exactly. Because some women just are selfish. When you're a selfish feminist woman, you don't want to have kids because you're selfish. You don't want to take care of anybody else but yourself. That's the point. See, people don't do those things when they want a family. So why do these bitches talk and try to advise women to be like, don't have kids till you're fucking 40? And just like what this dumb bitch said, you know, what she said was stupid. Call her dumb bitch. You can't go out and have drinks whenever you want to. Bitch, I'm almost 36 years old. I don't go to a damn bar and grab drinks. Only desperate women do that shit. I've seen desperate women go to bars at 30 years old and they hang out with younger women either from work or like fucking probably from work and that. And they're all the drunkest, stupidest fucking bitches. Oh, hang out with me. Bitch, you're 30. I understand you want to hang out with people that are younger than you. Like, I might play video games with people that are younger than me. Because we talk about the same conversations as that. But, like, not everyone's out there fucking partying and being drunk all the damn time. Partying, the club scene is starting to drift off. Many people don't club anymore. If they do club, they club with friends and shit they already know. They club with a group of fucking people. No motherfucker goes in the club by them damn selves and sits there and tries to look for people. If they do, we call them losers. They sit there all day in the side corner, look like a fucking moron. Yeah, you go in the club to meet people. Nah, people don't go to the club to fucking meet people. I'm sorry. They go to the club, they get a little drunk, they get a little buzz, and they have a good time, and then they go home. They let off some steam. And then they go home. And then they sit there and like, oh, that was pretty fun that. But like some days are like, oh, I'm not gonna go to the club this weekend. You know, I got shit I gotta do. And they're like, okay, that's cool. You know, we'll go do something else. That's why I like get a group of video game players playing and play a bunch of Borderlands or play, you know, Call of Duty and shit or whatever the fuck games you want to do. Go find a good horror fucking game you can play together in that or whatever it is. Like this whole fucking clubbing scene, get drunk and like, oh look at me, I'm drunk, look at me. I act the fucking fool. Of course you act the fucking fool, 'cause you old. All I count to do is hear women. Guys in their 30s do not fucking party. They may go to the bars with their friends, I guess, and they'll have a little drink like the other day. And that when I was at the steakhouse, I had a fucking I had a Michelob fucking Ultra. Probably one of my favorite, probably close to like kind of one of my favorite beers. I was sitting there just kind of zipping on my beer and I eat my fucking steak and shit. I wasn't trying to get drunk. I just wanted to relax. So I had a little beer, you know, and I was relaxing. And I'm like, okay. I finished off my big ass fucking steak. You know, I didn't really conversate. I was watching a fucking movie. And I constantly see these fucking women come across me, just fucking just glancing at me. And it kept happening throughout the day. There's like 3 or 4 of them. The bartender was doing it. She kept like glancing at me, and I'm like, oh, you're an average looking woman, now, you know. You know, I had a long sleeve, you know, really nice, like sweatshirt on. I actually have it right here. It's like a dark green. It's like actually one of my favorite colors. It's like a forest green, really nice, long sleeve sweatshirt. You know, I'm a pretty decent sized guy in that. You know, I got muscles and shit. My shoulders are getting broader than that, so I look attractive, I guess, to them. I'm walking there. It was just a constant fucking glare. Every time, like I can't even fucking eat food without bitches trying to be like glaring at me, I can see it in their fucking eyes. I can literally just feel the vibe around me. I'll even have dudes, like fat dudes, sit there, look at me, and get jealous because, you know, I lift weights and that. And you could just tell, you could feel the aroma in the air. And I'm sitting there, like, looking around. They're like, okay, you know, okay, that's cool. You know, like, I lift weights. You know, anyone can fucking do this shit. It's not that fucking hard. It's actually quite enjoyable to get a little stress out and feel a little pain in that, you know. Because it makes you grow stronger in that mentally and physically. And you want to say spiritually too? Yeah, because the more disciplined you are, the more spiritual you become. And like, so I'm just sitting there. Nah, I've seen the bartender before. I looked at her and that, you know, I look at the girls' bodies and that, you know, they got a nice butt on them and that. I look at the butt and that, you know, oh, you got a nice butt. You look good. But like, I can just see it. And it's like, oh, you're doing your job and that, but you know that you're fucking looking. Cause I'm a single, attractive man with broad shoulders and that. Shoulders are getting broader and that. Arms are getting bigger and that. I'm getting more back on me and that. I'm getting more of that V taper look. And of course you're gonna fucking look. You're gonna want to because I'm iconic to a certain extent. It's more attraction. Why is this guy alone? You know he's old enough because he's drinking a beer. I'm sitting there watching Dracula Dead and Loving It with Leslie Nielsen from back in like 96 or something like that. I'm enjoying myself, laughing at stuff and that, and it's just see it. Just see it all the damn time. I said, that's what it is when you're a man in your fucking 30s. When you're in good shape, you got your shit, you get your shit's pretty much almost together, and you're gonna attract almost every damn woman that comes across you. They're all gonna attract you because they already know. Broad shoulders, big arms, big chest, big back. You got that kind of like slenderish physique. They're always gonna want that fucking dick. They're gonna want that dick left and right, all the way around. They don't even give a fuck. They're gonna look at you. They don't even want to get to know your fucking damn name. They're just like zzz, and just fucking swallow. I'm not trying to be a pervert about it, but this is how some of these women honestly fucking think. It's just like that fucking dumbass smut fucking book out there now. That milking farm minotaur fucking girls fantasy bullshit. I listened to one of the scenes in the book, like reading it, and someone was like reading it to their, reading it and using it as an explanation how fucked up women are. It's a fucking cow. Literally a cow. And like, so the cow was sitting there saying all this romantic stuff. This is how you know women are more or less, if a man says a specific thing and they're that specific attraction, that woman will do anything to get that nut. They would do anything to get that nut. Anything. They don't even care. They'll try every fucking thing. That's how you know that woman's a feminist. Because they are so pent up aggression and they have to have sex. They have to get fucked. They have to. And to say, well, men do it too. Yes, men do it too. But I've seen women that don't do stuff at all, and that they're not really particularly like super fucking sexual. I say, yeah, like, I'm not a super sexual dude. I'm not walking up to a girl that smiles at me and bends over in front of me and say, hey, I'm going to slap that ass and get it going. It doesn't mean that I don't do things privately. I do. But but the whole point of it is that I'm not looking for it. These women are looking for it because you just tell that they've been through before. They had a lot of bodies, or they had a relationship where their boyfriend would tear their ass up for years and years and years and years. So they had a lot of practice with the whole sexual thing of that. So they know what they want. So if they see a really attractive looking dude, they're gonna go for it. To like, point is like, bring up my ex again. That's how my ex was. She knew something she liked and she went for it. She did a lot of stuff. She wanted it really bad. And I'm just like, that's the whole point. You wanted something, so I gave you attention with it. And then I found out that's all you wanted. You're like, well, I don't want to cuddle and lay down with you and watch movies with you. And then we end up doing that anyway. The whole point of it is that, like, sometimes when you do too much when you're younger than that, and you push things too far, saying, I want to date all the dudes and that, just be with a dude. You could date the same fucking dude. You don't need to date different guys. What's this mentality of being with an enormous amount of men as a woman? Like, it's bragging point. No, it's feminism. Feminism targets women to sit there and thinking that they're disciplining men that are fucking hot. This is where the Me Too movement came from. It's part of feminism. And so they go after all these attractive looking dudes, and when they're crazy or mad or like undisciplined, and like any woman that snaps on me, you're go fuck off. Like, you do not need to yell at me. Well, you need to listen. I don't need to listen to you when you're yelling. Like the whole point of that. I don't know how many times I told my ex, like, why are you mad at me? I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm talking. No, I don't know what you're talking about. That's why I'm asking a fucking question, you dumbass. Like, any woman says, you know what I'm talking about, I will stop talking to you. I don't know how many times I hung up on her. And so I'm not talking to you. Like, you're an idiot. You're not giving me any answers. You're just thinking I should think. And No, man. Your feelings change on a dime. Control that damn shit. Be truthful. Be logical. Like when women's feelings change on a dime, like not even joking you. 1 hour they're fucking nice and peaceful. The next hour they think about one bad thing. Their minds go into a fucking frenzy. What I call it, what do you call it? Emotional immaturity. That they always want to bitch about men, but they're emotionally immature. No, mostly immature means that you lack control over your emotions. Emotional maturity means you have control over your emotions. Men mostly have control over their emotions. We don't sit there, if it's not logical enough, we probably won't freak out about it too much. We're like, okay, whatever, it's stupid because it doesn't make any sense. Feminist women that lack that kind of like, I don't know, control over their emotions, they just talk. And then when they talk about stuff, and not only just don't say the full truth. They don't make, and same thing with simp men. Very emotional, uncontrolled men. They don't say those things. They'll say really iconically stupid things. It's a learning. I said some dumbass shit. I still say stupid shit. But the whole point of it is that sometimes I just don't talk. I'm just quiet. Sometimes it's best just to fucking listen without responding. Because like with women and that, if you try to be the controller of their emotions, which men tend to be, especially when they're dating that, and women do the same thing for men, it's a partnership. That's why there's so much uncomfortable things happen in the world. Men are trying to figure out women, and women are trying to figure out men. The thing is, we're supposed to be, we're half of what we need to be. That's why God, says the union of being with a wounded man. If you wound from a man, that's what woman comes from. I know it's iconic. A word literally establishes how God and what God did for us in that. In Genesis, it talks about they. It says that a man and a woman were one. But Adam was alone, and God said, I don't want you to be alone. So he put him in deep sleep. He pulled out a rib. He healed him, and then he made a woman out of the rib. He says, this is your helper. For that this helper is like me. I am a helper. God is a lover. He's a helper. He gives mercy out. He wants you to get better. He's a father. He's a son. He's the Holy Spirit. And so when you go back to what I'm talking about, the feminism stuff and that, they don't want to be the helpers anymore, but they still have that intention to be a helper, though. That's why they bitch about men all the time, because they can't get rid of it. If you hate men, then don't talk about men. Just live your life separated from man. But they can't do it. Why? Because they're drawn in. Everybody's drawn into each other. When I see a really attractive woman, I'm drawn in 100%. I look at her and I'm like, damn, like she's fucking really hot. That's what it is. That's a fine ass. That's like, damn, that ass is fat. Got a little jiggle to it in that, but she got meat on it. That's what I was thinking about when I saw that girl at the gym. She was fucking fine. Delicious, if you want to say. Motorboating and doing stuff would be fucking astounding. That's what God intends us to be like. Like, we're supposed to be attracted to each other. Because we're one half. We're a half of ourselves unless we get with someone. And that's what's the hardest thing to do. I found potential halves all the time. I thought my ex was my half. We were the same age, close to the same age. You watch the same shows and that. I watched some of her stuff and that. She watched some of my stuff and that. We were falling in love and that. And then it broke off because she had too many body counts. She was so delusional, and she had her issues with her past relationships and that, and she didn't want to devote to our relationship, and that's why it was just like, yeah, fuck that shit. Like, I took a break in a relationship. I don't fucking date bitch. I don't date any bitches. I don't date anybody. I meet people from like places that I go to the most. If I'm attracted, I'll fucking talk. Like a new girl that just came into to our job and that. Honestly, she's really attractive. She had a really cute face in that. She had a nice little body on her and that. She looked really good. And I was very stunned when I saw her because she was smiling in that. It was very iconically kind of arousing. And I'm like, damn, that is way too much. But then again, I don't know if it was fake or not, but like she seemed to be really happy. Her vibe seemed to be really happy in that. She looked like she was on drugs in that. You know, her eyes were all beaten, all like she never gets fucking sleep and shit. That's how you tell when people do a lot of fucking drugs and normally never get fucking sleep because they're always panicking and shit. And so, and I walked past her in that, and I was saying, I was making a joke to see how she would handle it. So I made a joke towards my GM and I said, hey, who's this person right here? And I kind of like joking and that. She's like, oh, he's a new transfer. And I she's like, oh, yeah, hey. It's like, I was like, oh, sorry. It's like, I'm just trying to make a joke and that. I'm not trying to like be. He's like, oh, okay. And so I talked about it, like, what do you think, how you think it's going to work out for her and all that stuff and that. And basically saying they don't know. Oh, she just came in, but she used to work with us before, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, that's cool and that. And I'm like, because that vibe was so intense. It was just too intense. I'm like, yeah, I can't talk to you because I'm probably going to fucking flirt with you 100%. I'm going to look at you and be like, damn, yeah, that's going to happen. I don't give a fuck. Like, when I feel that vibe from a woman that's fucking that fucking nice, I'm going to be like, yeah, that's a turn on, and I can't talk to you. I'm going to ignore you. And you might come up to me and that, and you might look at me, be all smiling and that, and probably ask questions like, why don't you talk to me? And I'll be up front like, well, because I'm highly attracted to you, and we're at work. And I can't talk to you. Like, work-related stuff, yeah, I'll do stuff and that. If you ask for, but if you have that, like, vibe that is a fucking, like, attractive towards me in general, yeah, I can't talk to you at work. Because I know it's going to start something. Like, it's just, yeah. It's going to start something. And I'm not going to be like, yeah, I'm not willing to go and do stuff out. I don't know if the person's single or not. If the person isn't single, that'd be good enough because it'd be like, okay, that'd be nice because I don't have to worry about it. But if she is single, and if she does say like the way I look at that, she's going to attract to me, and I'm gonna have to deal with all that stuff and see what's gonna happen to that. Because I remember one of the other girls in that, she ended up leaving that. She was pretty hot too. No, she had a nice body and that on her. She seemed like she took good care of herself in that. She had a little bit of acne in her face and that. I don't like. I think she was like in her mid-20s. And like, I noticed that she was trying to like talk to me a lot and that. Like, we would talk back and forth and that just about work and shit. But see, women are very weird when they try to approach men that they're attracted to. And like, and it's at work. And she did have a valid point. Because when she said it in like, she kind of said it in like a third person way. She was like, oh, it's not like I can call you handsome, Cody, and all that stuff and that. No, she called out my name and that. Trying to say like, oh, it'd be like sexual harassment or something. Like, it's not harassment if you're saying that someone's handsome. It's only harassment if you like grab my balls and try to like yank my cock in that and be like, hey, I want that. And it's not harassment to call someone attractive. You just can't touch people. You just can't overly sexualize things. You can talk about things. We're all older people in this place. We all been laid before. We all have seen a woman naked or a man naked and that. Like, there's no reason for us not to be able to say how attractive looking we are. That's a good feel type of thing. Yeah, as a man, that I'm gonna, it's nice to be called attractive if you are. It's nice to be flirted with because it's going to happen anyway. You can't separate what God wants to happen. That's love. You can't separate if you're attracted to someone. I don't give a fuck what policies are at place at work and that. Yeah, you just don't fuck people at work. You just keep it a minor thing. If other people get upset about it, then they're just jealous. So if you see someone that you're attracted to and they think that you're attractive because they're looking at you a lot and that and stuff like that, the eyes always tell the truth because the eyes don't need to talk. The eyes are just attracted. That's it. And that's what happens. The eyes are just attracted. So that's one of the things that we have to learn as humans. That's just how it works. Yes, people get mad, and jealous and that because they want their attention and shit too. But that's just how it is. We lost sight of that from all this fucking bullshit that happens in that. Like women that are legitimately good women, that they're scared to approach men because other women have ruined it for them. It's like, oh, you can't approach men anymore because men are so bad in that, and you're the one sitting there with a body count of fucking 50. Nah, men aren't bad because you're sleeping with all of them. And I work with bitches like this. I work with women like this. I call them women bitches because they're the ones that are the biggest bitches. They complain the most. They constantly complain. And they're the ones that are most likely on fucking drugs. And it's just like, damn well you got daddy issues. Because when a woman's kind and collective, and they talk about their life and that they're accomplishing something, and they're all like, they never really bring up dating all the time or talking about, boys every now and again, unless they bring up stuff about someone that they might like at a place in that. These women just like, they go crazy for this shit. They always talk about how men are. But I don't like men. Then why are you talking so damn much about it? You want to tell me why we talk about each other all the time? I know why, because I like women. I like seeing fat jiggly booties. I like seeing when they walk around, their tits fucking jiggle. Yes, I do. There's no man in the world doesn't want to see a girl's fat rack jiggle. That's extremely fucking hot. I go to the gym and then I see a girl walk around, her boobs jiggle. It's a fucking massive turn on because that shit's sexy as fuck. Or I see them when they sit down and then their booty cheeks kind of spread out a little bit because they got a little bit of fat in their ass. That's fucking hot. Fuck yeah, that's hot. I'm going to fucking look. I'm going to be intrigued. But the only ones that complain about it are the ones that have been paid for it. Normal women want to be attracted to. That's why they wear such stuff. That's why they walk around with their stomachs showing. Or they walk around with their butts showing and shit. They want to be attractive towards men. Any woman wants to go outside in public, they want to look as cute as possible. If they don't have a man, that's how you get men. You look attractive. But what stopped their attractiveness is all these prostitutes out there. They say, you gotta pay for this and pay for that and pay for this. Most normal women, if not almost all of them, they don't even care. They're like, I just want to be with someone. And it's always the fucking millennial bitches. It is the millennial women. Her age is 25 to 35. Give or take, around my age and from 20. They all think that way. They all want this fucking they have this man-hating thing and they talk about all the time on TikTok and shit. I hear it so much. It's the same bullshit. It's like, oh my god, just shut the fuck up. Just go to stop making fucking TikToks about dudes. I understand it's fun that, but you're just joining in on the thing because you want people to notice you. I said, yeah, that's what women tend to do. They follow other fucking people around. You might hate feminist women, in general, because I know a lot of feminist women hate other feminist women. Yeah, because you're all in competition to get the most dick in your fucking throat. You're all in the competition of making up random shit They're like, I got those men. Those men don't give a fuck. They make fun of you. They say the comments. They make fun of them all the damn time. Like, you're just fucking stupid. And they get so emotionally upset. And then the women come out like, you shouldn't be talking to women like that. They're sensitive. Like, well, maybe these bitches need to shut the fuck up and not talk at all because they're stupid. That's how it always goes. You say stupid shit, you win stupid prizes. You do stupid shit, you get people that make fun of you. And, like, it's just how it is. Like, me personally, I don't make fun of someone unless they don't do stupid shit. And sometimes it's not even to be mean. It's because it's funny. You could take it mean. Oh, I did something bad. Yeah, it's because you're worried about everything. Like, say, if I drop something and someone says, oh my god, and, like, freaks out in that in a funny way, I'd be like, what happened, bro? It was a loud ass noise. I know, I can't fucking hear you. That's why I'm asking what happened. You know, I make a joke out of it. But other people do that, they instantly get fucking emotionalized. I said, why is that? Because you're worried about shit. Man, I don't worry about nothing anymore. I don't really care about those things anymore. And it comes down to what God said. Oh, bring it up, Jesus. He's always right. He's always right. He knows about feminism. He knows about it. Women can't stop, but those women will never stop getting dick till the day they die. They worship the cock, and they sit there and say they don't. Oh, bullshit. I know it from a personal perspective. These bitches do not care. Single moms, they will fucking want that cock always. And personally, I know, because they tried to do the same things to me. Single mothers or feminist women, like, oh, men don't respect women, but you'll fucking take that dick. You will take that dick because dude's hot. That's all it is about attraction. It's all about the looks. When you're a feminist woman, that if a dude's got that fucking that look that you like, oh my god, that woman's gonna do whatever it takes to get that dick, and they will try, and they will do whatever, put on the makeup and that, make their ass look as fast as possible, and show off their little boobs and that. I've seen it all with that shit, and it's just like, and then you look like their boyfriend that they're fucking basically cheating on. And their boyfriend's not that attractive at all. He's a simp. Yeah, you date simps because it's easier to date a simp. And you want to say, why are men simping? It's not that men are simping. Some men just believe all the shit that these women say. And women don't want you to believe everything they say because they want you to figure out what's true and what's not true. Oh my god, yeah, I got you, bitch. Got you, bitch. It's simple. Women are always been very emotionalized creatures that they're never supposed to be this fucking stupid. They're supposed to be helpers. God put women in this world to find a man to be with, to be one with, to be the best friend. It literally says that. In Genesis, it literally states that about Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve lived their life in that they became best friends. They were loving each other. They like to do things together. They coexist together. Nowadays, feminism, they say, yeah, I want you to be my friend, but I don't want you to be with me. That's not the whole point. When you're with a woman, you're with a woman. That's why I don't believe that women should have guy friends. Never. No, you do that because you want to use. You want to have an emotional sponge. Well, just be with the motherfucker then. Have that emotional sponge. Grow together with that person. Because people grow better together than they do apart. It's just how it is. Yeah, I would like to have that girl from the gym in my fucking bed. Yeah, I honestly do. She was freakishly fucking hot. To me, she was extremely fucking gorgeous. But her vibe wasn't a slutty vibe. She had just a neutral vibe. She comes in there, she works out and that. She wasn't trying to show off every damn thing. She kept pulling down her shirt and that because her shirt kept coming up. She was trying to be humble. And that made it even hotter. So another girl I saw, she was pretty in that. No, but she was showing off her stomach and that. She had her fucking sports bra. It's like 51 degrees outside. She had a sports bra walking in with her little boobies jiggling and shit. And she was trying her hardest to get all this attention and that. And I said, I'm not really, and personally, I'm not attracted to women that show off all that fucking skin. This woman didn't show off much skin. I said I show off a little bit of like under, like a little bit of her belly button that because she was doing lat pull downs, her shirt pulled up and that. But she instantly pulled it back down. That's attractive. That is full on attractive. That means that you don't want every and anybody to see. I can see that ass is nice. I can see that you got like little like round boobs and that because you can tell because you got tits, you know. I don't need to have everything shown. I don't need you to pop out your titty and shake it in my fucking face like it makes you look like a fucking whore. Men don't like whores. Guys want to fuck them, but we don't want to be with you. So the more skin you show as a woman, that doesn't clarify anything. That just means that you've been with quite a bit of dudes that have that much confidence to show off that skin. And when you become older than that, you do it too. But like, I don't walk around in like tank tops and that. Well, first off, I can't because I got that skin disorder and that. No, I got eczema and that. So I don't walk out with the tank top at all anyway. I mean, yeah, I would if I didn't have it because, you know, but it's kind of nice to have it because then I just don't look like a fucking asshole all the damn time. You know, like I check myself out in the mirror and that. I do my little poses and shit, my lat poses, my arm poses and that, you know, seeing where my progression is at because, you know, it's enjoyable to me. And I see it, you know. But the thing is that I've noticed personally, and this is what you need to know. If you are a man, know what you have attraction in. Personally. Know what your most attractive part of you is. Sometimes it could be your face or your eyes or your smile. Or sometimes men are just like, you know, they have nice eyes, but sometimes they just don't look good in the face structure, but they got a nice body now. It's always something nice. Any woman that you talk to in that, they're going to tell you all this, especially older women. They're like, yeah, I'm attracted to dudes that look good. Dudes with certain body fat percentage, certain width of shoulders, certain arm width. That's what they attract to. You know, men always say women attract to the ear. They like when you talk to them. No, they're attracted to the ear when they already are attracted to you in general in the body. The first glance of someone, you're instantly gonna know if you want to get touchy with them. As soon as I saw that girl, I instantly just like, that's hot. I was wanting to like shove my face in her ass because her ass was really nice. It was an instant response. I know people could laugh about that shit, but that's how it is. That's what attraction actually comes down to, especially when you're, you know, a hormonal person. But you have to control it. You can't just like be weird about it. You know, like I'm not gonna go up to her and be like, "Damn, girl, that ass is fat." It wouldn't work out like that. She would get really uncomfortable. So you have to approach it as like, you know, something that you gotta like slowly get to know if you really want to. Like you see her again, like, "Oh yeah, you're doing that." You know. Show interest, but the girl doesn't show interest back, like doesn't smile or doesn't like curl her hair or doesn't like look, most likely curl their hair or smile because it shows signs of, you know, attraction. The girl's just like, oh, hey, how you doing, Nat? I'm like, oh, I'm doing okay, Nat. I just want to say hi, Nat, you know. It's like, you look really attractive in that. I'm like, oh, thank you. And they don't like respond to it in a way like, of course, up front, there's always a sign. Like, the sign is they want to be closer to you. If you're not super responsive to them and they know that they're desperate or more or less single, and I mean, people are normally a little desperate when they're single to begin with, they'll respond to you. Oh, sorry, get my protein in. Yeah, drink a protein shake. I'm about to crash again. It's so, like, chilly in my room. Probably go listen to some more Horror Geek. Cool ass person to listen to. He's kind of an older guy in that he does like weightlifting jokes and shit. Talks about steroids and shit. It's fucking hilarious. Yeah, 'cause he used to be a power lifter and shit. It's kind of fun listening to him in that because he talks about old ass 80s horror movies and that, and he always brings up steroids and like, oh my god, that person's on taking trend in that, and he'll make jokes about it and that. But yeah, stay strong out there, people. Women and men. The salvation's for everybody. And that's the reason why we kind of separate it from our traditions, because we all forgot what God wanted us to be like. True love comes from within. It comes from God that is within you. Not the old Christ conscience thing. No. Our spirit determines away from God or with God. That's why we see really negative people in that. They're really negative in that. They're lost because they're not with God. People that are with God, they're never lost because their spirit guides them. That's the whole point of your spirit. That's why Jesus talks about your spirit a lot. He talks about your heart a lot. He tries to explain to people that, like, wherever your heart lies at, that's basically who you are. So if you're confused and stuff in that and you don't know what to do in that, give a shout out. Give a shout out to the God. To the God. Give a shout out. Give a shout out. Like, just what? I always tell people, it doesn't hurt to just pray. It doesn't hurt. You don't have to close your hands together and go in a quiet room, probably in your room and that. Have it quiet and just pray. Just say, hey, Father, no God. It's like I need help. I need you to guide me. I want to surrender to you. I want to know how great my life would be with you. I want to understand. And then you start to understand. Don't do it because someone says it. Do it because it's the thing to do that makes you feel better. A lot of people are lost, so I have to say it. Yeah, pray. Don't do it because someone actually says it. Do it for yourself. Don't do it because that person's like, oh, it's right. No. I don't know what's right. I don't know what's right for you. I don't know your plan. I don't know nothing about what's going on with anybody. I can talk about my own personal stuff, and I say that it works, yeah. Because I see the demons. I see them. Every time I bring up Jesus as Son of God, I start seeing the demons from everybody. And they all start to show. The vibe changes. They feel weird. I said, your feelings, your spiritual feelings show what truth is. That's why when Jesus said the spirit is willing, which means it wants to know God, but the flesh is weak, which means it's ignorant and stupid because of belief. This ain't about belief altogether. This is about the fucking truth. Your spirit guides you toward truth. When I bring up Jesus Christ and that, my spirit gets happy. It wants to drive towards the Savior because my spirit, just like the demons, the unclean spirits, they know that. Our spirits are confused because our bodies are fucking stupid. I want to be part of heaven. I don't like this world. I don't like not the world itself. I don't like the concepts of what the world is made into for mortals. I don't like the whole politics thing. I don't like the whole, like, everybody, like, the feminism shit and all that stuff. That's why I always talk about it. I don't like it, that stuff. It's so unimportant. Just love each other. You're going to have disagreements, of course, but all this fucking violence and shit, what the fuck, dude? Like, guys, stop being violent. Like I said, happiness is a mother flipping choice. I'm going to say motherfucker. I can say it. It's a choice. And when people say, I don't have a choice, I say, that's because you're lying to yourself. You have a choice to make. Like, have someone that says, oh, I want to move out of my parents' house. And that. I say, then move out. It's a choice. Well, I don't have enough money. Then save up money in that. Well, I don't want to save money because I'm having too much fun being stupid. So you're taking the luxuries of not being an adult. So you want to stay a child. Then stay a child then. Make up your motherfucking mind about what you want to do. So once you make up your mind, things get clear. I mean that. I'm not going to move out. I love my parents. I love them, my parents. I'm 35. I really don't care. People say certain things that, you know what they say nowadays? That's good that they do that because, you know, it's like, he's smart. It's like, as long as he's working at it, as long as you're trying to accomplish something, it's just a place to fucking stay. Ain't no different staying with your friends. I still pay bills. I still do shit. That's not the point of it. Like, you know, I'm still contributing to stuff. And people bash that so much. I want to live on my own. No, you want to live on your own because you want to fuck everything in sight. You want to have your own privacy because you can have a guy come over and bend your ass over and give you fucking dick and then he can walk out. That's the only reason why a lot of these people want to be alone because they want to have sex with everything and all that stuff. They don't even have a fucking partner they want to be with. It's until I find a partner in that. Like, if my ex was a good partner in that, yeah, things would have been better. But she thought the same way all these other people think. I said my life is comfortable the way that it is. If you can't accept that, then I don't give a fuck. I'm not going to dramatically change my life just because, you know, you are, you know, selfish. Me, 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 me. But they always say if a woman's really attracted to you, they'll do anything to get in your pants. Oh yeah, they'll do anything to get in your pants. Especially these confident women that have been around the block. They'll do anything to get in your pants. They'll fucking see. They'll come to your house. I have plenty of girls come to our house and that want to fucking do shit with me. I bring it up all the time now. Why I bring it up all the time? Because I'm telling you the flat out truth how women are when it comes down to them being whores. Feminist women disrespect men. When they disrespect men, what happens? They don't want to be with a man. They want to use men. So they use them for sex and that. They think they conquer men with pussy. You don't conquer fucking nothing. That's just you being fucking stupid. That's what men want the most is to get with a girl, to get inside of her. So giving it up easily doesn't control that man. That man's just like, well, okay, that was easy. Okay, how many other guys you been with? Oh my god, don't talk about my body count. So a lot, huh? Okay, well, bye. I guess what number am I now? 55? Oh my god, you're so mean. Yeah, and then the next day they do it again. Next day they do it again. They're on TikTok bragging about fucking random dudes. This one like really attractive like goth looking girl, and she was pretty, but she had like all these piercings and shit. And then she's like, "Oh, I'm going in to get plowed by two guys," and she was hot. She had nice little tits and all that shit, and that she was really attractive. And it's like, what the fuck goes on with your mind to sit there and do that shit? And how the fuck you online bragging about getting fucked by another random group of dudes? Like, it's fucking disgusting. Yeah. Jesus talks about in the Bible. He says a lot of people are going to be like this. A lot of people are going to go back to being the Sodom or the Sodom and Gomorrah or whatever it is. The super sinful fucking town that was literally nothing but a bunch of perverts. They were having sex with like animals and that, and they were all fucking each other, unfaithful as fuck. And they were just basically just banging each other all day long. Instead of being one town, it's scattered throughout the fucking world. That's true evil. That's how evilness is. It's not what intentional. It's not what God intentionally wanted us to be like. He wants us to be, they'll have one person, want to love each other and that. And so, well, in the Bible, that people have. Yes, you can talk about people having stuff, but that's not what God wanted us to do. Well, why don't God control that? Because God gave us free will. That's the problem with people now. Oh my God, like Please, Lord Jesus, please help these dumb fucks out. Sorry to say that they're dumb. Well, ignorant. Whatever words we have to use. It's not about what the mortals do. It's about what God says. God doesn't expect us to constantly follow the rules. He wants us to because it's absolute happiness. Just imagine. I'll imagine this right now. If I can find me a woman that's similar to me, that just wants to sit there and play games, maybe go out, she likes to lift weights in that, she likes to be healthy in that, would you not think that would be my best friend? That would be my best friend. That's what I look for. Like with my ex, that's what I looked for with my ex. I thought she was a lifter now, that she wanted to lift weights with me. You know, we watched cartoons together now. We were living the days of the 90s and shit. Because, you know, we were born in the 90s, living in the days of early 2009. I thought that was like that. That's why I liked her. That's why I wanted to date her. Because I thought that me and her were similar. And then I found out that she wasn't similar to me. She said a bunch of stuff, and when we actually tried doing that, she didn't want to. She was all self-conscious about the way she looked in that outlook a certain way, and I'm like, you look great. That ass is fat and nice looking. You look beautiful as fuck. You know? But it wasn't who she actually was. And then I found that shit out, and then our relationship went down. Because she wasn't doing the things that I thought that she liked to do, that I like to do. No, she was a sit-at-home cat lady. Sit at home and bitch about her life, and then, like, sit there and be lazy as fuck around her house and that. And occasionally she would pick up on that, you know, because, you know, she don't want to be too bad. She'd feel bad if someone came over, like, oh, my house looks like shit. But the whole point of it is, like, it was a lie. If I found a woman that I actually want, or say, like, she grows into doing the things like doing that and likes doing it, then fuck yeah, that's gonna be my best friend. And I'm not gonna fucking sit around and fuck around with anybody else. I'm not gonna have a lot of friends and shit. I'm not gonna give a fuck about that. Because why would I need a friend when I have my best friend right next to me? Someone that's gonna watch horror movies with me. Someone that's gonna watch and play video games with me. That's what I fucking want. And how much it is to be able to find that. The thing is, you might be able to find that for a brief moment because some women, just like some guys, are fake as fuck because they just want to get laid. So they act fake. They're not actually into you. They're into you because they're lonely and desperate, and they see something about you that they like, and normally it all leads towards sex. Man, I don't want that shit, bro. Like, if I want to bang, yeah. But I want to be able to sit there and watch some movies with you, or play some video games with you, or have you be interested in my fucking damn life. My ex was not interested in my life. She didn't care about what I fucking did. She fought against it because she didn't want to be with me. You want to be with someone else. Like, your life was boring. You didn't do anything. You went to work and came back home and complained about it all day. And then when you weren't in a complaining mood, you would sit there and be all cuddly and lovey and all stuff and that. But you were just lying to yourself because you weren't being the woman that I thought that you were. And that's what it was. That's why it's scary out there. Just be who the fuck you are so people actually know who the fuck you are. But that's the kind of woman I want. That's why I go to the gym. Because I want to meet a gym goer. I want to meet a woman I can work out with. Because all I do is lift fucking weights. I lift weights, 3 to 4 times a week. I like going there. If I feel like I have to go to the gym and crack out some weights, that's what I do. So I want to meet someone that's, a hustler in that. I walk around everywhere. I want to meet someone that's going to go on a long ass walk with me and just enjoy nature in that. Maybe make some food or something like that and have like a little picnic or some shit like that. Bring a whole bunch of fruits and shit and make some sandwiches or whatever fucking. That'd be fucking amazing. God, you can't find it all. It's all about door dashing. Like, oh my god, you gotta take me this and buy it. Man, but don't buy shit for you, bitch. It's like, if you want me to bang you, just say, hey, bend me over and bang me. Because at least I'll fucking know where you lie at. If you actually want to hang out with me, like, oh, I'm interested in you. Nah, if you just want to bend over and get the dick, then just be upfront with it. And they normally are. They show off all ass, bend over in front of you all the damn time, and that. Oh my god, it's countless shit that women do that for that desperate ass thing. And they all have daddy issues. The women that have good family structure of a man and a woman, they are like completely fucking different. They're completely different. That's why women that have daddy issues are always fucking massive whores. Sorry. I've seen it too many damn times and not be like, oh, maybe sometimes they're not. No, most of them are. Just, and then it depends on what level of slut. Yeah, probably 1 to 10. Some of them are just average, but most of them are fucking just like max out over 9,000 type shit. Well, anyway, I'm getting the fuck off and go back to bed. Anyway, you guys have a good day. God bless. Keep on praying.